Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
It's time for game night. Getting you ready for Sacramento Kings basketball.
He's got the bucket!
Game night is presented by Power Business Technology, your locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Contact them at 844-POWER-BZ or visit them at powercopiers.com. Here's your host, Scott Marsh, alongside the high flyer, Henry Turner.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to you. Welcome into Game Day right here, Sactown Sports 1140. Scott Marsh along with the high flyer, Henry Turner. We'll take you until 4:30 today, getting you ready for Kings Live pregame. Kings back in Oklahoma City. It's the third time they will have faced the Thunder this year. 5 o'clock tip will have all the action. G-Man with the call. Third game of the 5-game road stand or road trip for the Kings, as they will be in Memphis tomorrow for the back-to-back. They finish up in Denver on Saturday. High Flyer, how are you this afternoon?
I'm all right, man.
Okay.
I'm all right. I'm looking forward to see this game tonight.
Okay. Well, we'll see how the Kings do against a Thunder team that's 14-1.
That is true. Against a very good Thunder team that's playing good basketball, Scott, and most importantly, know how to win.
No doubt. And right now, let's be honest, the Kings aren't playing good basketball. They've lost 6 straight. They're 3-11. Probably the best news we have starting up the show is about Keegan Murray, and the report is he's going to play tomorrow night in Memphis.
Nice. You know, hopefully we start seeing some sort of help coming our way. I know we put a lot on Keegan Murray, but is Keegan Murray going to turn this team around by himself? I honestly don't think so, but he will be able to help out in a lot of different situations.
There's no question about that. He won't be a savior. I mean, again, that's too high a threshold for him, but it will definitely help things. No doubt about it.
No doubt. It will definitely add depth to the front court.
Yeah, no question. All right, last time out, Kings losing in San Antonio. That one not really close, 123-110. I mean, the Kings had moments where they played well, but they are far fewer than 48. I mean, that just felt like a game San Antonio had from the beginning, and the Kings never really could catch up.
And see, that's the problem. When you can't put together a full game, it's going to be very tough on you. Scooter, I said this yesterday when I was doing the show with Whitey and, looking at the games and really trying to figure out what's going on with this team. They'll play good basketball to a certain point. And then once they get to that certain point, it seems like everything just goes array. It just falls off. It's more like the Kings are not playing to win, but they're playing not to lose. And when they panic, everything goes downhill quickly.
Yeah, it went down very quickly. And again, it was a San Antonio team without Wemby. Wemby, by the way, is going to be out for a few weeks. Calf tightness. He's going to be out a little while. And I think, for Wemby, and obviously what we've seen with some Achilles tears, right? When you start hearing calf tightness, that is a serious injury.
That's how they all start.
Exactly.
It's calf tightness. I remember Rudy Gay, calf tightness.
Right.
Kevin Durant, calf tightness. Tyrese Halliburton, calf tightness. And all three of those guys, when they came back and really tried to push and get out there and play, it happened.
Yeah, no doubt. And there's been a lot of injuries in the league. We're going to get into that in another segment. Steve Kerr had some thoughts on why that is. So we'll talk about that. But let's break down where things are at with the Kings right now. Obviously, Zach LaVine didn't have a big game in San Antonio. Just 8 points, was just 3 of 7 from the field. Didn't really finish out that game. Zach started the season so great. 5 straight 30-plus games.
Right.
He's kind of hit, I won't say a wall. That's overstating it, but maybe a lull. I'm not quite sure what's going on right now.
Scooter, I can't call it a wall. I can't call it a lull because, you would call it either of those things when you shoot 2 for 12 or 2 for 15 or even 2 for 20. You say you hit a wall. When you only put up 7 attempts, that's something totally different. It really is for me because Zach is the head of our snake. And I'm sorry, we're dealing with a basketball team that's undermanned, undersized, everything that you could possibly throw at a basketball team that will kind of hinder them from winning a game. We have that with this team. And in order for us to win, we need every last one of our guys to give something extra. Yeah. I'd rather see Zach go 0 for 20 than to go 2 for 7. bruh, at least give us a chance. Because if you don't shoot the basketball, our number one scorer, we have no chance.
What did Wayne Gretzky say? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take?
100%, exactly.
Yeah. One thing that has seemed to work out well for Sacramento is Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench. Played well. Played a lot of minutes on Sunday. Had over 35 minutes, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Second consecutive time coming off the bench that Schroeder's put up some numbers.
Scott, I honestly think Schroeder's thing is in his head because, it's less stress coming off the bench. When you're in with the starting lineup, it's stress. It's stress to set the tone. It's stress to be the guy. Everybody can't be the head of the snake. Everybody can't be the alpha, and you really can't appoint a dude. You're going to be my alpha. It's either you have it in you or you don't. And I think with him coming off the bench, it takes a lot off his plate, and he gets to play at a better level.
Yeah, no, and certainly the last couple of games would indicate that for Sacramento. Defensively, it just hasn't been there.
For the team, period.
No.
That's the mantra of this team. They really want to be a defensive team. And honestly, in order for them to be successful, they're going to have to be a defensive-minded team because they have too many other, holes that they have to fill. But the thing about it is that I just don't understand, Scott. I really don't. I've been in the locker rooms, bro. I've been in training. I've been in all of those things that it takes to be an NBA player. Yeah. And I know that every player that dons the NBA jersey was the man wherever they came before they came to the NBA.
Yep.
You have the ability to play defense. I don't want to hear this, well, he's just not a defensive player. Well, okay, he might not be a lock-up Tony Allen defensive type of savant. He might not be a Ron Artest type of defender. But I tell you what, you know the principles in order to play defense. And if you don't belong in this league.
Yeah, no question about that. If you want to join us, you can, 916-339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. We're up and running on our YouTube page, Sactown Sports. Go there. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to us as well. Henry, these numbers aren't going to be pretty, but I'm going to read them anyways. The last 6 games over this losing streak, the Kings have lost every game by double digits, losing by an average of 22 points a game.
Mm-hmm. I can give you one that's even worse than that.
Let's hear it.
Have you checked out the points in the paint?
Yeah, that's not pretty either.
I can give you one worse than that.
Which is,
what is it? Have you checked out the percentages of the points in the paint?
Yeah, it's one-sided.
No way you're going to win a game. And, Scott, like I said, I've been in these situations, man. I know how it go down on both sides.
Yep.
When you are coming into a game to where you're looking at a team, if I'm on the opposing squad, and we're playing the Sacramento Kings, I already know they're shorthanded at the front court.
Yep.
I already know they can't rebound. I already know that, rim protection is really nil. Guess what I'm doing every time I get the basketball?
Going straight to the basket.
I'm driving straight to the rack.
Yep.
You don't have no resistance there.
You want to hear the worst news of everything?
Okay, go ahead.
No Sabonis tonight.
Yeah, that's the worst.
All the stats are one thing. No Sabonis tops all of it.
It can't get any worse.
Not against OKC.
No, it can't get any worse, period, for this team.
Yeah.
Not having Sabonis at your disposal because, we're already missing Keegan Murray. And, boy, do we miss Keegan Murray.
Yeah.
Okay? I never thought that I would be crying like this about missing Keegan Murray, but we are. And now Sabonis is out. And we're playing against a team that the last time we went up against them, we made Hartenstein look like
he was an all-star.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, 29-14.
And it wasn't that long ago, right?
No. This is the third time we played them in our first 15 games.
So here's the deal. When you think about, okay, we got to play the Kings one more time, how do we play? Oh, man, we played like gangbusters. What do we do? Oh, yeah, let's rewind that.
Yep.
Let's run that same type of game out on them again because guess what? It's no Sabonis again.
No doubt. Why change the formula? It's working for OKC. For Sacramento, again, if you're just tuning in, Keegan Murray, the report is he will play tomorrow. And that is
I'm happy for that.
Fantastic. So it's been about 5 weeks, and
yes.
so that just means everything healed right on schedule, and that's great.
I'm happy for Keegan Murray. I'm happy for the team. I really want to see, what he's going to be able to do. Not going to put too much pressure on that young man straight out the gate. Oh my God, Keegan, you're back. Save us. You really can't do that to the guy. No. Really want to see him just get back into the scheme of things, and hopefully he could bring somewhat of what we need and start playing some good basketball.
No doubt. Obviously, San Antonio, we got to see De'Aaron Fox, Harrison Barnes. They collectively went for 48 in that game on Sunday.
Is that like a shock to you or something?
No. But I mean, we talked about Harrison Barnes at times slides away. He didn't do that on Sunday. Had a very good game.
No, why would you? You're playing your ex-team. Every time when Harrison Barnes was here, he went up against Dallas and Golden State. Harrison Barnes showed up. I don't care what anybody say, and any player, when they say, oh, well, are you going to give a little something extra that because you're playing your old team? And they sit there and say, no, it's just one of 82. They're lying. As soon as you go up against your old squad, I'm about to give them kids buckets. Same thing Harrison Barnes said, and De'Aaron Fox, as petty as he is, that's the first thing went through his mind. I can't wait to Sacramento come up in here so I can give them the business.
And he did on Sunday. Spurs winning 123-110. 3 games left on this road trip. Tomorrow probably the most gettable. Tonight, obviously, a very tough task. Saturday in Denver. No easy deal either for Sacramento here.
If you're a Sacramento Kings player, and even the coaches and the staff, Scott, you can't even start thinking about looking past next night, next game. The problem is right now is that you really have to look within. They have to find themselves. It makes no difference who they're playing in the NBA. Yeah. Makes no difference what color jersey is at the end of the other bench. The Kings got to start playing and being happy with their play. Until they do that, you can't even start thinking about, okay, well, what are we going to do with those guys? You don't know what you're doing out there on a consistent basis.
How are they going to find it?
I don't know. I mean, I know this. They can't stop.
Yep.
You're going to have to keep digging and practicing until you find something.
All right. Well, hopefully the Kings are doing that. When we come back, we'll break down Oklahoma City a little bit. Why are they 14-1? Obviously, talk a little bit about the Lakers as well. LeBron returned. Lakers rolled. We'll get into that. Some other league news. As I mentioned, Steve Kerr gave his thoughts on why he thinks there's more injuries this year early on. That and a lot more. Game night underway here from our Sactown studios. Game night is always brought to you by the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Sacramento. It's a cause near and dear to the High Flyer and myself. If you're looking to become a volunteer mentor for a kid who could use some outside assistance in their life, that's what Big Brothers and Big Sisters do. They match you with a kid who needs an outside mentor, maybe somebody just to spend some time to talk with, whatever the case may be. Give this a thought. It's a great community organization. Big Brothers and Big Sisters. You can reach out to them at bbbs-sac.org. More of Game Night right here. Sactown Sports, 1140.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes! There's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Welcome back into game night right here, Sactown Sports, 1140. Scott Marshall along with the high flyer Henry Turner, getting you ready for Kings basketball tonight. Sacramento and OKC, the 14-1 Thunder. We'll get into why the Thunder are so good. Obviously, they're the defending champs. We understand that, but how they're off to such an unbelievable start. Could this team win 70 games? Could they possibly even set the all-time record for most wins? Is that a possibility with this team? We'll talk about that, but let's get into our YouTube chat first. Again, we're up and running at Sactown Sports. Andreas, and this is for you, High Flyer, says, Hank looking like he could step out on the floor tonight and give us something.
Yeah.
Could you do that?
Oh, yeah.
I know you take the check, but could you actually give us something?
Yes, I can give you probably 5.5, 6 good minutes, and I will use all 6 fouls.
Exactly.
Yes, I will give it to you.
A foul per minute.
Yes. I mean, whoever it is that I'm checking, if it's, Shea or Chet or whoever, they would be, Doug could say, can you feel HGE? And then they'll be like, oh, most definitely, yes. Yeah.
No doubt. All right, game night being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Check out their full line of vehicles at mbofstockton.com. Let's sneak in a couple of phone calls while we have a chance. Tin, one of our regulars. Thanks for calling in to game night. How are you, my friend?
Very good.
What's going on today?
I think that Hartenstein had his career high at our home. And so that says that they are excited about playing at the Capitol, California. And Henry, I think if Henry was to play, he wouldn't get a technical foul. He'd get a testicle foul by putting his on them when he dunked on them.
Okay.
He talking about the young high flyer.
Yes. You could fly.
Today's high flyer is a little bit different. I'm not jumping off the curb, Scooter.
No, but one of the great things, I encourage people, when you're coming out to a Kings game, get there early because they show a lot of video early and they show past teams. And
right.
They got so much with Weber and Bibby, Game 5 and all that stuff. But, right in with everything. They've got high flyer footage.
Right. They got some of the old school package.
They do. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, you get to see me get up over the rim then. No doubt.
No doubt. But, I mean, Hartenstein, to the point, he did have a career game against Sacramento. And, I mean, Sacramento's got to find a way. I don't know how they do it tonight without Sabonis to try and limit him.
First of all, it's tough. You know, they are a very good basketball team. Let's give the champs their flowers and everything that's due to them. They play a very good brand of basketball. And then, you know, smart teams, they figure it out, Scott. They understand. They have scouting reports. They know exactly where they can take advantage of the Sacramento Kings. And everybody know right now it's above the rim. So we will be talking probably a different type of scenario if they lit them up from three-point and had three-point records and all those other things. No. They know where our deficiencies are, and it's right there at the rim, so they just took advantage of that.
Yeah, they're 14-1. It's early. I get that. Do you think they've got a chance to threaten Golden State's all-time records with 73 wins?
I mean, the way that they're starting, Scooter, you would have to say yes because, you know, they're playing great basketball. And it's not like they're just beating up on teams that, you know, can't be a threat to them. They played some pretty good basketball teams.
Yeah.
So for them to be winning it the way they are, yeah, they're a threat to do it. Now, are they going to do it? I have no idea. Most teams fall into a lull in the NBA. You know, some teams that has, you know, the type of mantra that the OKC Thunder do, they might get a little bored during the year. You never know, and drop a couple. So can they get the record? I think if they're focused on the record, yes, no doubt.
Obviously, they got to be healthy. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't seem like a guy that gets bored.
No. You know, he isn't the, you know, rambunctious type guy. He ain't very boisterous out there on the floor. He's not flashy. He's not going to beat his chest. But I would definitely say that he's about his business. You know, besides Steph Curry, he is a silent assassin. Steph Curry is the best at the business. I mean, he's going for your throat while he's laughing at you.
No question.
But Shai is right there in that mold.
No doubt. They just do it different ways. Obviously, Curry with the deep threes, SGA with the midi game. All right, let's take another phone call. If you want to join us, you can as well. 916-339-1140. AC, welcome into game night. What's going on?
Hey, I just want to tell you, I really enjoy you guys' show for two reasons. One, you got two different styles, but also you guys represent us getting closer to a game. Because when you guys come on, the game is really close by, so the excitement level goes up.
That is true. That's a good point.
And, yeah, and I was thinking, you know, Henry has, you know, a 3-name moniker, and I was thinking we need one for you, Scott. So I came up with came up with Mind of Marsh.
Mind of Marsh.
Okay. Mind of Marsh. So your mind and Henry's body are a good combination.
I'll take that.
So, by the way, Henry, the comment about you playing 5 minutes was just hilarious. So thanks for keeping it real.
Hey, straight 100.
Yeah, and I wanted to comment about the team so far, and we have, unfortunately, and you saw it happen with Atlanta. Who did Atlanta have that beat us, right? It's hard to figure that out.
Yep.
And we have a bunch of older guys who are, you know, offensive players, and they're just not going to get after it defensively. That's just, we got to face the facts, right? And when you look at Oklahoma City, it's like, I can't really put a finger on what they do well. They just shoot the ball well and defend well. And
I think you just put a finger on it right there, AC. That's what they do.
I know. But if you watch the team, and to be fair, Oklahoma's played together for a little while, right, guys?
Sure.
But if you watch the Kings, you'll see new guys trying to pass it to previous players, you know, on our team, and the chemistry is just not quite there yet. You know what I mean? You see turnovers. Even Russ is making turnovers because he doesn't know the players' spots and stuff. You know, he's only been there a little while, right? So we're struggling with that too. So I just want to throw that out there.
AC, great call. Appreciate that. Mind of Marsh. I'll take it. All right. 916-339-1140.
How's Shaq say? Underdog. Put that on a T-shirt.
We'll put that on a T-shirt. Yeah, my mind, your body. Okay, there we go. That would be quite the AI feature right there. But, you know, with the company he's making is, you know, Atlanta, no Trae Young, okay? but they've got a bunch of young athletic players. That's the formula. That's the way the NBA is going, and that's not what the Kings are right now.
Scott, right now, if you got a bunch of athletic freaks that are 6'9", and long, lean, get up and down the floor, that's almost the drawing board for an NBA team.
Yep.
Now, when you have something special, as far as you got special guard play like what LA has, or if you have special big man play like Houston and Denver, they got real good big men so they could play a different style of ball. Well, what the Sacramento Kings are trying to do is something totally different from both of them, is that they're going to have to play a brand of small ball. Mm-hmm. And I keep saying it, and it's true, and it's going to be that way until you figure it out. Small ball is where you have to be right now, and especially tonight. You don't have Sabonis.
Right.
All right, you don't have Keegan Murray. We got some guys that's coming off the bench, but the majority of our firepower is 6'7" and under. So you're going to have to learn how to play small ball. And until you do, you can't be successful.
Yep, and that's what the Kings are struggling with right now, no doubt about it. All right, Kings in Oklahoma City coming up at 5 o'clock tonight. When we come back, we're going to go around the league. As I mentioned, we're going to get into Steve Kerr's comment about some of the injuries in the league right now. LeBron is back. I know your favorite topic, high flyer, the Lakers and what they're doing. We'll get you caught up on all the other games going on as well. It's game night coming to you live from the Sactown studios. Sactown Sports 1140.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead. Outstanding ball movement by Sacramento.
Every triple, every jam, every Kings win.
Sabonis with the jam over the Joker. He's got the three-point shot.
Get your Kings fix all season long.
Right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings.
Here's a steal by Fox, the breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
Kohl's has 20% off gifts that are so good, your family might think you read their minds. Check off your list now with cozy, thoughtful, and stylish gifts that will make them say, oh, how did you know? Yep, with these presents from Kohl's, you're gonna leave them feeling impressed and convinced that you're a psychic. Shop Kohl's for an extra 20% off gifts that are the perfect fit. Select styles, offer ends November 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
Thunder, feel the thunder. It's the energy all around you. Lightning and the thunder. The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it. Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now for the last 2 years, I've been sharing the great experience I've had being a customer of Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the sales department to the service department, they're top notch. And now is the perfect time for you to have the MB of Stockton experience. The Mercedes-Benz holiday celebration is on, and that means you can get super low rates on new and certified pre-owned models. Plus, they'll throw in 3 years of prepaid maintenance on select models. They make it easy and affordable for you to drive away in the car of your dreams. And if you have a trade-in, well, they're looking for all vehicles to purchase. Any makes, any models, just holler at my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is the gift that keeps on giving. So take the short drive down I-5 and visit my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. And while you're there, tell them Drape sent you.
Hi, this is Adam Warner, co-owner of the historic Firehouse Restaurant in Old Sacramento. We're celebrating 65 years of excellence this season. Come visit us where our motto is guests first. We are locally owned and have been in the capital city since 1960. Come experience our finest steaks, chops, and fresh seafood. The Firehouse also has the Central Valley's most awarded wine selection. Level up your pregame at the Firehouse for a quick and easy meal with valet parking for just $10.
Hi, this is Henry Turner, a.k.a. the High Flyer. I've done a lot of amazing things on the basketball floor, but now it's your turn to be amazing. For more than 55 years, Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Sacramento has helped out the youth beat the many odds. Too many littles, especially boys, are still waiting for volunteers, Big Brothers. Volunteers to spend at least 4 to 6 hours a month with local youth who needs guidance and support. So donate your time to Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the greater Sacramento area. Get involved. It's easy as a layup. Call 916-646-9300.
Welcome back in the game night right here, Sactown Sports 1140. Scott Marshall on with the High Flyer, Henry Turner, taking you until 4:30. Kings Live pregame coming up then. Jay Ross in here with Henry for that. 5 o'clock tip in OKC. G-Man with the call. Sacramento trying to pull off a major upset tonight. They're 18.5-point underdogs, Henry.
Yeah. And, it's one of those situations to where, you might see a different basketball team out there on the floor tonight, Scott, because at this particular point, you have nothing to lose. Everything is against you.
Yep.
The betting odds are against you. The injuries are against you. No one think you should win this game if you look at, the point standings as far as wins and losses. Everything going on is against you. So you might see a basketball team that comes out and do something very special tonight, play a great brand of basketball because there's no pressure there.
Yeah, I hope you're right. If you want to join us, 916-339-1140. It's time now for our Who's on Fire segment. It's brought to you by the Firehouse Restaurant in Old Town Sacramento, right there on 2nd Street. Iconic restaurant, great food, great game night specials as well. Great place to go before the game. They have valet parking, just $10 as well. Hi, Flyer. I think this one's easy tonight on Who's on Fire. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This man has scored 20-plus points in 87 consecutive games. 87.
It's still going.
Still going.
And still going, and it's going up against the Kings tonight. The only thing that I think can stop him from scoring that amount of points is himself. Because if they get up big time, he probably won't see the floor for a while. So, but, Shai, man, has been playing at a very high level. He gets it done on all 3 levels of scoring. He can give you the 3 ball. He's king of the midi committee with DeMar, and then he utilizes the free throw line. He does one thing by himself better than the Sacramento Kings that do it as a team.
And that level of consistency, I mean, LeBron doesn't own that. MJ never did that. There's only one basketball player who ever did that. And, of course, we know there's a record book, and then there's another one for
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain, who had 126. He had a second streak of 92 where he scored 20-plus. But for this man to accomplish that at this age, and this is an OKC team that, could win multiple championships.
That's the scary part, is that this team has hit a stride. I'm not saying they're at their peak because they probably can get better, but they've hit a great stride with guys who are very young. You can definitely see that if they keep it together, keep their mindset together, they have the ability to run off a dynasty. I see, looking at the age of these guys, they can probably win maybe 3 or 4 more championships.
They've certainly, with their age and their youth, I mean, it's just, it's daunting what they could accomplish here over the next several years. All right, let's go around the league a little bit. I want to get into this news a little bit. It's been a little alarming. There's been a lot of injuries so far this year.
Okay.
Giannis suffered a groin strain. Wemby, we talked about his left calf strain. Stefan Castle, hip flexor strain. There's been a lot of soft tissue issues. Of course, we know AD, John Morant, Drew Holiday. Steve Kerr came out and said he's very concerned about the all the injuries. He thinks it's because of the increased pace of play and the condensed 82-game schedule. It's leading to an increase in all these soft tissue injuries.
Now, I'm 50% with him. First of all, I think, they don't make kids like they used to. These New Jack dudes, they soft as
You
table
would just get
butter.
out there and play.
They soft as table butter. But the problem with, what Steve Kerr is saying is that we've had 82-game seasons for how many years now in the NBA?
As long as I can remember.
Right. So it's not like this is something new, like they added 10 more games to the schedule. It's not like that.
It doesn't really feel like a condensed schedule to me
right.
either.
And what I can say, though, that he might have something going on is when you look at the style of play. Because back in the day, when we had two low post men, we used to walk the ball up the floor.
Right.
And then, Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers sped the game up, and everybody was in awe because no one played that way. So now when you look at the tempo and the speed of the game and all the stretch fours and how they're getting up and down, up and down, and up and down, that might be something in there.
Okay. Just to follow up with that, I think you're making a great point. The Warriors medical staff believes the wear and tear, the speed, the pace, the mileage factoring into injuries. According to ESPN research, the league is playing its fastest average collective pace since the 88-89 seasons. Players have also combined to travel 34.3 miles per game this season, average speed of over 4.4 miles per hour, the longest average distance and fastest average speed since player tracking began in 2013-2014.
Yeah, that's high above my pay grade, Scooter, but I can say that it's a different pace in today's game. It's what the league wanted. They wanted a faster paced game because they thought, the walk it up type game was boring. They wanted more scoring, and they wanted to see this up tempo, fast type offense out there. So, they got exactly what they wanted. So when they ramped it up, understandably, you probably going to have some more injuries.
Yep. All right. Interesting conversation, and we'll see how it plays out throughout the year. Of course, the huge news last night was the King returning, LeBron James back for the Lakers, starting his 23rd NBA season. The Lakers, all they did was put up 140 and beating the Jazz 140-126.
Yep. And it's not like they ran up against, OKC or Houston or Denver. They played the Jazz, okay, a team that's kind of like who we are, still haven't figured it out and struggling along their way. But, as bad as I hate to say this, and it's in my throat, LA is playing good ball right now.
They're playing great ball.
They're playing some very good ball. And, adding LeBron James is not going to hinder them. All that's going to do is make them just that much more better because the dude basketball IQ alone is going to make anybody and any team better.
The Lakers are 11-4 right now, to your point. I think, if we were talking going into the season, we were just talking about the LA teams, where the Lakers and the Clippers would be. I would have felt like the Clippers would have been ahead of the Lakers. Clippers are 4-10. Lakers are 11-4. I mean, what's going on in LA?
Have no doubt what's going. No idea about what's going on with the Clippers, bro. Because when they came in here and they played at G1, they looked like a very well-oiled machine. Now, it was an old machine. It was a machine that had a bunch of miles on it, but it looked good. I don't know if that's catching up with them already. I would hate to say yes, but at the end of the day, it seemed like to us that they had it figured out. What happened? Do not know.
I don't know either. For LeBron, he became the first player in NBA history to start 23 seasons, breaking a tie with Air Canada Vince Carter.
Longevity. LB has done it better than anybody yet. I know a lot of good players have come through this league, and a lot of guys have played, many years in the NBA and has stretched out their career. But there's no one better at playing all of those years and being as effective with the game as LeBron James.
It's absolutely remarkable what he's done. Will he get to 25? So you have 2 more years in him after this one.
I think he has one. Yeah. I think he has the farewell tour
coming next year.
and that's it.
To a town near you.
And I'll tell you what, hate to say it, but especially if they can manage to get a chip, I can definitely see him saying, this is it.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Right now with Reeves, Luka, and LeBron, I mean,
They
that's
got a
as good a
chance.
1, 2, 3 punch as there is.
Hey, they got a chance. You know, they have Ayton down there, who's a good player at the center position. You know, I love what Rui brings to that ball club. You know, and then they got some guys that's going to do some dirty work. Jake LaRavia's down there, so they got enough to make it happen. It's just all about who's going to stay healthy and are they going to be able to keep this up and make it the long haul?
No doubt. All right, other games in the league tonight. You've got Houston at Cleveland, two teams playing some good basketball. The Rockets only 3 losses so far this year. You've got the Hornets and the Pacers. Pacers have just absolutely fallen off the map, 1-13. I mean, we knew it would be tough sledding without Tyrese, no Miles Turner, but I didn't think it'd be this bad.
Scooter, it's amazing, man, when you have a true point guard and everything runs through them. Your success runs through that guard. You know, okay, the Showtime Lakers, as great of a roster as they had, Magic ran that team, and if Magic wasn't out there, they struggled big time. So when you look at the Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton is that guy. If he's not on the floor, they're a normal basketball team, and they struggle. Same thing with Dallas. If Kyrie Irving is not on the floor for the Dallas Mavericks, they are struggling, and they look regular.
Yeah, no, the Mavs, it's been tough go for them so far. The Mavs have just not been a team that have done anything. They're 4-11.
You know, take Steph Curry off the Golden State Warriors and see where they would be. They would be a team that would be struggling. They're in the middle right now with Steph.
No doubt.
You take Steph off that squad, they down there with us in Portland.
No doubt. All right, Nuggets and Pelicans. The Pels are 2-12. Of course, they let go of Willie Green. He was the first coaching casualty of the year.
You know, I hate to see any coach lose their job. But then again, Scooter, I understand the business side because you have to make change. Something has to change when you have a basketball club that's going down at such a degree as the Pelicans. In order to make something change, you have to do something different.
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10, the coach is the first one to fall on the sword.
No doubt. Warriors and Heat play tonight. No Steph Curry in that one.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what they do.
Ankle soreness.
Let's see what they do.
Yep. All right. We've gone around the league. When we come back, we'll focus back in on the Kings, OKC. What can they do to at least get one win this year against the Thunder? We'll talk about that. It's game night right here. Sactown Sports, 1140.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This Black Friday is the best time to get the Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon. Right now, get low 3.99% financing or a low-cost lease on the capable 2025 RAV4. Or get a low-cost lease on the sporty 2026 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid or the fuel-efficient 2026 51 MPG Camry. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium-rated credit ends 12/1/25.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Welcome back to the game night right here, Sactown Sports 1140 Game Night. As always, being brought to you by Power Business Technology. Experience for yourself how the power of family can help you with all your business copier needs. Give them a call today, 1-844-POWER-BZ, or go to powercopiers.com. Kings and Thunder, third matchup. First two didn't go well for Sacramento. Is there any way or any reason to believe that Sacramento can turn this around tonight?
It's a hard one. It's definitely a hard one, Scott. It's going to be an uphill battle. It would be an uphill battle even if they was full strength.
No doubt.
You know, not having your full front court, it makes it that much worse. So, guys get another chance to show what they can do, and other guys are really going to have to pretty much step their game up to try to make this win.
Yeah, Drew Eubanks probably starts tonight for Sabonis, who is out. We'll get you a full injury report here in just a second. But that combination of Holmgren and Hartenstein, the H&H boys in the middle, man, that's a deadly duo.
It's tough. It's tough because, Hartenstein is very good at running the pick and roll and diving to the basket. When you're 7 foot plus and all you got to do is throw it up at the rim and you can score. Chet brings a whole different dynamic. He's 7 foot out at the 3-point line that's able to knock down 3 points, but equally as good as catching the ball and beating his man off the dribble. So, you can't guard him with the guard, which I definitely would. I'd put a guard on him as long as he's going to stand out there. But if you do that, then they're going to really seek out the mismatch and say, well, we've got Schroeder over here trying to guard Chet, and you just throw the ball at the rim again.
No doubt. And they've got so many elite defenders in this one with Dort and, of course, Caruso. I mean, the three-point assassin with Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe has really come up. He's a nice young player.
He's the one. He seems to always make meaningful baskets for them against us.
No, he's a Kings killer. There's no doubt about that. I don't even know where you start with the matchups tonight. I just don't know.
Really, Scooter? I mean, I guess you throw your best five out there.
Yep.
You throw your best five out there. And then you got to think about, okay, what type of ball are we going to play? Are we going to at least try to do something with their size? Well, you go with Eubanks and you go with Precious at the 4 and the 5. And then you say, okay, fellas, you know what? We're going to start out, and we're just going to try to run them. This is our best way of beating them. You put DeMar at the 4 or the rookie at the 4 and just put Hartenstein at the 5, and you guys run.
Yep. All right, let's get a full injury report. Anthony, take it away.
For the Kings, Keegan Murray and Domantas Sabonis are both out. Devin Carter was not listed on the injury report, so we can assume that he is over that illness. For the Thunder, Kenrich Williams, Jalen Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Nikola Topic, Thomas Sorber are all out, and Brandon Carlson is available.
Right. Which Jalen Williams?
The Santa Rosa one.
Okay.
Yes.
You got to clarify on that. Is it J. Will or J. Dub?
Yes.
Because that gets confusing. By the way, Santa Clara, they've got a good basketball team this year. I saw them play earlier. They put 98 up on Nevada on Saturday night. They're a good team. Obviously, they're turning out some NBA products there. But for the most part, even though a lot of names listed on that OKC injury report, none of their big guys really.
No, none of the big guns. So they definitely have all of their weapons at their disposal.
Yeah, they do. All right, last few minutes here of game night before we get you to Kings Live pregame. It's really more about the Kings right now than anything else. I mean, they got to find a way to get themselves back together.
It is, Scooter. And, we talk about matchups and how are they going to, compete against OKC. It's tough when you don't know what you have coming off of your bench. You don't know what you have at your disposal. You don't know exactly what type of brand of ball you're going to be able to play. So, the Kings have really got to take care of home before they start thinking about, okay, what's happening outside our yard.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've got to find a way to try to end this 6-game losing streak. And it's not even really about the losses. I mean, it is a win-or-loss league, of course, but it's the way they've been losing these games.
Yes. Really been getting just straight obliterated around the rim, whether it's rebounding, whether it's scoring, whether it's rim protection, we've been getting killed at the basket.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, against a team like OKC that rebounds the basketball so well, so many points in the paint, this is probably the worst matchup you could have.
And then too, Scooter, the Kings they have definitely been doing things that has shot themselves in the foot too, because even when they played halfway decent, they've been turning the basketball over against teams, and other teams been getting out in the transition, getting easy baskets. They're not playing good on-ball defense, so it's been a bunch of just straight-line drives to the basket. That don't help at all, so giving guys high percentage shots.
No doubt. And, for a team like the Kings, they've got to have good defense on the point because there's nobody back there to rim protect.
That's it. You have to be able to get deflections, you have to get steals, you have to be able to get out in transition. If you're going to play against those big guys and teams are going to elect to keep, 2 7-footers in when they're playing you got to play from free throw line to free throw line. You cannot let those guys set up their defense. You cannot walk the ball up and come up against a set defense. You have to speed the game up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. A lot of people want to see more of Keon Ellis. Nick Clifford's another guy who hasn't seen a lot of playing time of late. It'll be interesting to see if Doug gives either one of those guys more playing time.
I would think so tonight, especially, like I said, once they decide that they're going to play small ball, I would think Nick probably would get a lot of run at that 4 position or the 3, depending upon how well DeRozan's playing.
With Keegan coming back, it's not like Nick's gotten a lot of minutes. Do you think it affects it one way or the other?
Well, the minutes at the 4, there won't be any more when Keegan comes back. Keegan and Precious will pretty much hold the 4 down. So that means it's going to be a much more of a log jam at that 3 and 2 position, with all the guards that you're trying to rotate in and out. So, his minutes might be a little bit shorter.
I assume that Keegan will start when he comes back. And assuming that's the case, what do you think the starting 5 for the Kings looks like? Assuming you have Sabonis back.
Regular starting 5.
What is that regular starting 5?
Well, Keegan and Sabonis.
Okay.
He studied switching on the outside. Yep. I would say Zach's probably still going to start. Yep. I would think DeMar's still going to start. Yep. I think the only question is it going to be Schroeder or Russell at the point guard? Okay. I don't think he's going to ever start Malik Monk. I don't think he's going to start Keon Ellis either. Yep. So, it's either Schroeder or Russell that's going to be at the point.
Well, we'll find that out tomorrow. It's not relevant tonight. No Keegan Murray. No Sabonis. Kings in Oklahoma City trying to pull off a big-time upset, trying to stop a 6-game losing skid. That's going to do it for game night. High Flyer, always great working with you.
Yes, sir.
You stay here for Kings Live pregame. Jason Ross sits in this seat here.
I won't move.
I know you won't. G-Man with the call tonight, 5 o'clock. We've got you covered. Keep it tuned here all evening long. Sacramento Kings basketball right here on Sactown Sports, 1140.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings. Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
This message